Okie dokie. Finally. It is the 6th of November 2014. I'm Agent's Lady, call sign Mongrel One. And finally I've been able to get my stream up. It's currently raining at the moment, but just when I was about to start my stream, a storm happened and the power cut out on my house. And I'm not too keen on having my computer fried. So I decided to delay the stream until the storm had pretty much passed. Storm hasn't fully passed yet, it's still raining, but not as much of a risk of my computer getting blown up by a power surge from a lightning strike or anything like that. Highly unlikely that would happen, but I'd rather not take the chance. Anyway, where are we? Alright, still in the hangar. Asteroid hangar, there's my awesome looking cutlass. Sounds of it, the way that out the Cutlass, it may be in Arena Commander sooner rather than later as a fighter. And it's actually quite funny with the way that they describe the Cutlass Black. They describe it as a fighter. Like, it's a massive fighter when you look at it. Really cool though. Really cool. But until then, until I can fly it, let's get the 300i ready. Computer is not liking something at the moment. Alrighty. I'm going to do something a bit different today actually. I'm actually going to rip the gimbaled mount off the 300i and just replace it with a fixed mount just to see what happens, because, well, I fly with fixed mounts anyway, or pretty much in a fixed mode for my weapon, so, you know, it's not really going to be anything new for me. But I want to see if the lag pip changes in behaviour. Alrighty, there we go, 300i is ready to rock. Hello, Charlo. Charo. Just ready, getting ready to go into I think I'll do a battle royale to start off with. The map's not as popular, but I actually prefer it because the 300 Eyes UI does, or HUD doesn't get washed out by the blue planet. I'm hoping that CIG fixes that sometime soon. Alright, so I'm going to launch the game. When the code comes up, I'm going to quickly type it in to my notepad. Hello, Slick Shoe. Okay, so what I've done is I've just put the code for the match in the top bar above. Actually, I've got to change the map name. Alright, there it is, a Battle Royale match on the Dying Star match. If you guys, Dying Star map, if you guys want to join in, if you're playing Star Citizen as well, you know, feel free to jump in. Just realised I hadn't set myself up for actual dogfighting yet. I had to move my joystick around. Alright, looks like I'm in a match. It's about to start.
Battle Royale initiated.
Scan initiated.
G safe and comm scab disabled.
Okay, it's
Relative
a Hornet
mode
in the map.
engaged.
Contact.
All weapons slaved to trigger.
Scan
Targeting
initiated.
nearest hostile.
I don't think I've fought this guy before. Gonna just feel him out a bit, see what he's about. See what type of dogfighter he actually is.
Proximity alert.
Switching lights.
Proximity alert.
Boosting shields.
He's already taken down my shields pretty quick. Sounds like he's using a couple of Minisky 6s, but he hit me with some other stuff as well. He could have like sledges or... Didn't hear any long swords.
Refreshing shields.
Alright, this guy's all about getting in close. So what I need to do is I need to create a bit of distance with my weapons.
Refreshing shields.
Maybe try and get him to crash into other stuff.
Moving shots reared.
I like to use the asteroids a fair bit, if you guys haven't noticed yet, as cover. There's a bit of cover there, because, you know, why not?
Moving shots reared.
Looks like he's got 4 Miskis there. He's getting a lot more hits in on me too than I'm getting on him.
Proximity alert. Enter strength.
That was weird. He looked like he was flying below me then. I think we may have crashed into each other. I could also be suffering lag at the moment too.
Respawning.
Origin Shellworks at your service. Core system operational. Contact.
Welcome to the stream, guys. Saw 3 of yous pop in.
Scan initiated. Proximity alert.
Right, so we both died.
Target marked.
Right, this guy's playing the long game.
Proximity alert.
All weapons slave. G safe and comm stab disabled. Relative mode engaged.
Achieved missile lock.
Thanks for the host there, Manakos. Mrs. Chat doesn't work properly. Neither does flares.
Boosting shields.
Stone shield depleted. Proximity alert. Refreshing shields. Achieved missile lock. Achieved missile lock. Refreshing shield. Stone shield depleted. Stone shield depleted.
I just realised I was in decouple mode then. Oh, I'm taking way too many hard hits here.
Contact. Achieved missile lock. Contact.
Oh, I need to get out of dodge. I can barely see. This is one thing that I don't like,
Proximity alert.
when you take too much damage.
Refreshing shields. Proximity alert. Refreshing shields. Refreshing shields.
Sorry guys if I'm not being too talkative at the moment, like this is a pretty intense fight. I am losing, but at the same time like it's pretty intense.
Boosting shields.
Nah, I got
Moving
me.
shields reared.
I'm not playing in the asteroids enough. I need to get into the asteroids where he's got
Stand
less
by
room to
for
maneuver.
reintegration.
Looks like he's destroying his ship. Oh no. Ah! There's somebody else here.
Respawning.
Origin Shellworks at your service. Core system operational.
Charos is in the match.
Targeting nearest hostile. G safe and comm stab disabled. Relative mode engaged.
Proximity alert.
All weapons slaved to trigger.
Contact. Achieved missile lock. Flare launched. Stone shielding at
Alright, going for the asteroids now.
Moving shields reared.
proximity alert.
Nice little gap. way too many G's there.
Scan initiated.
Press the wrong button.
Proximity alert. Flare launched. Proximity alert. Proximity alert.
Oh, that was close. Yeah, if you guys haven't noticed as well, I tend to duck if I'm going through something tight. I tend to duck. One of the reasons why I didn't want to have a camera on. I'm flying a 300i at the moment, just 300i, 2 Mniskis, and a mass driver. Alright, I gotta get out of dodge now. Oh, there's somebody else in the match too. This is like the
Achieved missile.
second week that I've been using joystick. I'm still getting used to it at the moment. Alright, he's shieldless, so I gotta take the advantage.
Stack.
Respawning.
Origin Jump Works at your service.
Yeah, 3 Mniskis are actually quite powerful. I have considered actually purchasing one off the Voyager store, but at the moment it's one of those things where until they get the balance of the weapons sorted out, I'm not too keen on throwing too much into the Voyager store. But like the latest rage apparently is longswords. Seeing M50s kicking around with longswords at the moment, pretty intense.
Scan initiated.
Fought one my last stream and he was just tearing us to shreds.
Scan initiated.
Yeah, it is, man. Like, if there was a way to combine those two lag pips, it would be amazing.
Contact. Achieved missile lock. Achieved missile lock.
All weapons slaved to trigger. G safe and comm scab disabled. Relative mode
Achieved
engaged.
missile lock.
I think this guy's new. It's alright. You can tell by his style of flying, he's very straightforward with his turns. And just flying in, as though he's still flying a fighter in atmosphere. Not really using his lateral strafes.
Achieved missile lock. Contact. Contact.
Alright. Getting a little bit tired of the jousting there. I want to pull him towards this asteroid here.
Stern shielding.
For some maneuvers.
Moving shields rear.
Refreshing shield.
Doesn't seem too keen on that. Strafed in the wrong direction. I was supposed to be strafing down, not up. Straight into the asteroid.
Stand
I
by
can't wait
for
until they add
reinforcement.
spectator mode to matches, because this looks really cool. What's this guy using? That is a Niski 6. Two Niski 6s. Welcome to the stream if you're just popping in. Just currently in spectator mode at the moment, checking out this Hornet. Yeah, he's rocking 4 Niskis right there. Pretty good. Doesn't look like he's using mouse and gimbal mode either. His weapons aren't gimbaling too much. Time to get back
Respawning.
into it.
Origin jump
G
works
safe
at
and
your
comm
service.
scab disabled.
Core system
Relative mode
operational.
engaged.
Scan initiated.
All weapons slaved to trigger.
Alright, so currently in this match, it looks like two 300 eyes and 2 Hornets, and I'm in one of the 300 eyes. Welcome to the stream, First Ghost Live. This H-Lau, he's pretty good. He's got some good accuracy on him. Alright, I'm gonna have to try and outmaneuver him. Shields. See you, man.
Proximity alert. Refreshing shields. Achieved missile lock. Achieved missile lock. Achieved missile lock. Chaff launched. Depleted.
Boosting shields.
Alright, I gotta get out of that. There's another Hornet getting involved in that fight. I'm almost out of boost too.
Refreshing shields. Proximity alert. Achieved missile lock. Scan initiated. Refreshing shields.
Boosting weapons.
Sorry if I'm not talking too much, guys. This is intense. Might have to turn the camera up, though. Oh, you see?
Contact.
Nah, you ejected. Okay, I'm falling. 91. Ah, that's the end of the match. No kills. Not one of my best performances. Although I was up against a couple of pretty good hot pilots there. Feel sorry for Johnny Raygun though, he just got loaded into the match. Like, that sucks. CIG needs to fix it. I don't know, Stock Hornet's pretty good, man. Oh, Charo, was that you in is that you in what's it called? In the match there? That was you. Yeah, man. He was actually rocking Forum Niski sixes. Yeah, he was rocking Forum Niski sixes there, man. He's got some crazy accuracy too, man. Pretty good. Oh, just so that you guys know, I've also got Moobot in here. So one of the things I set up was caps, the excessive caps thing, just in case somebody was typing excessively in caps for some reason. Although I probably should change that because Star Citizen's key bindings is probably getting them kicked. Unfortunately, I'll have to change that later because that's going to take a bit more effort. But yeah, thank you for joining me in my stream. If this is the first time you've been here before, I'm Agents Lady. My call sign is Mongrel One, based off my organisation, known as Mongrel Squad. Yeah, I've only been streaming for probably a few months now. Yeah, just streaming. It's a casual thing for me. I do this as a bit of a hobby, sharing this game with other people. And at the moment, I'll keep charging on. But if you guys are new to the stream, feel free to hit that follow button. Planning on doing a competition in the very near future. I've still got to decide. I'm going to base it on when I reach a certain follower count at the moment, and it's going to be for an Arena Commander starter pack. So that's the plan at the moment. The Arena Commander starter pack gets you a Aurora, just a basic Aurora package, and an Arena Commander pass. And I don't have a firm date on when I plan on doing it. I still haven't decided on how many followers I actually want to set it at before I run the competition. So, if you guys haven't got a copy of Star Citizen, you're still umming and ahhing about whether or not you're going to get the game, feel free to hit that follow button. The way that I'll actually run the competition is through a raffle. If you've been watching other Twitch streamers, they use raffles to do their giveaways. The way that you'll earn tokens is a currency that I use. The way that you earn tokens is by being a follower and watching me while I'm streaming. You earn 1 token per 20 minutes. Thank you very much for the follow there, GT Cole. And yep, you receive 5 tokens to get you started for the loyalty currency that I run on my channel. And yeah, that's the currency that I'll be using tokens for raffles. Not 100% sure though when the first competition will happen. I may do some like smaller competitions leading up to it for those who do have Arena Commander or are playing Arena Commander at the moment. Things like ship skins, maybe I don't know if you can gift weapons. I don't think you can. Thanks for the follow there, Charles Lev. Sorry about you getting kicked from the banned from the chat or anything like that. I've currently got excessive caps set up as one of those conditions where you get removed if you do it too many times. So yeah. I'll do, however, if you haven't noticed, I'm kind of new at this talking and thinking at the same time when I'm streaming. What I'll do, guys, is I'll move straight into another match and we'll talk about it a bit more. If you guys have any questions, just throw them into the chat. I'm not 100% sure the type of information I should be giving out to you guys that you just want to know, so feel free to ask questions. I'll do my best to answer them. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to load into a squadron battle match, Dying Star again. And I'll do it the same way, guys. So once I've got the code loaded up, welcome to the stream White Dragons. Guys, feel free to jump in. I'll put the bloody match ID above in the top bar. I'll quickly type it into the notepad and update it, and it'll show up there. And that way you can join, even if you're code, you'll be able to see it while I'm playing the match. Hey Southern Man, welcome to the stream. Good to see you again. Oh, not too bad, Southern. You know, work was long today, but that's work. And I do have to agree with you, GT Coil. Like when I first decided on the package that I was going to get, I think I spent like 6 weeks researching Star Citizen. What it was about, the different packages that they had. Like, I can't fathom how some people just jump straight into it. They were sitting there and they just saw this game and decided to throw money at the screen and buy the most expensive ship. That's just me personally. I'm a frugal person. If you guys are joining in, match ID at the top of the screen there. It's a squadron battle match. Hopefully it doesn't end up being a 2v1. If it does, I may actually back out of the fights for a bit, just let the 1v1 happen and then see if the other guy actually understands what I'm trying to achieve, and take turns, kind of like dueling really, because 2v1 isn't that fun in a squadron battle match. Though I have done it before, and it was a bit fun. Mainly because I was in an Aurora, I couldn't use my weapons, and they were just chasing me around, and I refused to die, and I caused them to crash into asteroids a couple of times, which was, a bit of fun.
G-Safe and Com Scab disabled. Relative mode engaged.
Proximity alert.
All weapons slaved to trigger.
Sometimes you guys might actually see me moving my mouth like I'm saying something. That's because I actually am.
Proximity alert.
I have my stream, or when I'm talking to you guys, I've got a push to talk button set up because it can get quite loud in my house at the moment. So I have a push to talk button, and that's just so that you guys don't hear unnecessary noise from cars going past my house or unnecessary noise from loud conversations that my wife is having with our housemate. But normally when I'm talking, I'm either swearing my head off, which is probably why it's a good thing that I'm on push to talk, or I'm using voice attack, and normally you'll know that I'm using voice attack because there's a return reply from the Microsoft Anna voice confirming what I'm saying. If you guys haven't seen this game since the new patch just got dropped, this is the Dying Star map, now double the size, and I must say that it is awesome. I love these massive asteroids that they've put in. Love them. Especially how they've set some of them up where you can like fly, well, you're not really flying through them, but you can fly around them, and there's like asteroids all clustered up together, and like, but there's still enough space for you to fly through with your ship, and if you're not paying attention, or you know, like you know, you make the wrong move, you blow your ship up. Of course, a few people trying to chase me into these asteroids to blow themselves up, which, you know, I don't get the count for the kill, but you know, I consider that a kill. But it doesn't look like anybody's actually going to join me in the squadron battle match, so what I may do is I might just have to bite the bullet. Jaroslav, you've got a question mark there. I suppose you have a question? Yes, the cheapest package to buy into Star Citizen is $30 US, I think it is. Depending on where you live. Could be more, could be less. And that just gets you on the ground floor. That doesn't give you access to Arena Command or anything like that. But you have access to all the beta modules that they bring out. At the moment though, the game's still in alpha. Technically it's pre-alpha because I haven't implemented all the features. Oh really? I've been considering getting one of those Mustang codes, because I wouldn't mind a Mustang racer. In fact, I may, depending on the performance of the Aurora Legionnaire, I may end up actually melting that and getting a Mustang. That's pretty good. Oh, looks like someone's joined me in the match, yay! Friends!
G-Safe and Com Scab disabled. Relative mode engaged. All weapons slaved to trigger.
M134 minigun. Using a Hornet. Yes, that is a very important thing to note. However, Mustang may be in before the end of the year. This guy's running stock Hornet. Just down his flying skills a bit. I don't even know. He could be in Twitch chat. I could be talking about him right now, and I wouldn't know. I'm gonna make sure that I don't say anything bad about him. Ooh, I got a teammate!
Scan initiated.
Boulder. He's in a Origin ship. I don't know what one it is though. Alright, I'm gonna back him up.
Achieved missile block.
was not paying attention then. Alright, I managed to get some good hits on him.
75%. Stern shielding at quarter strength. Achieved missile
Boosting
lock.
shields. Moving shields reared.
Depleted. Flare launched.
Yeah, man, I can do that. I'll just get myself out of dodge in a second. I may have to just take the pain and take the hit while I sort that out.
Achieved missile lock.
Oh, wow, I can actually see that missile. I'm gonna find a little hidey hole to just go and sit in for a bit.
Moving shields reared.
Shields.
Boosting shields.
Oh crap, that is not... That's a simulation boundary. You know, with the maps being doubled the size, you'd think we'd never reach the boundary, but quite commonly I'm finding myself at the boundary.
Refreshing shields.
Alright, just give me a second. Hopefully I don't crash into an asteroid. Just a quick question. Just a quick question about that. About making you a regular man, because I'm kind of new at this. How do I make you a regular? Are you talking about a regular in Moobot? Because Moobot's new to me. I've only been using it for like 2 days and haven't really needed to use it just yet. If that's the case, like, I can quickly bring that up and do it.
Scan initiated.
Oh, there's Charos there. I'll have a quick look in Moobot. No problems, GT Cole. See you later, mate. Thank you for following. I don't have the subscriber option yet. Maybe one day. Alright, what I did, Charo, at the moment, man, I just turned off the filtering spam for caps, just in case. So, you know, like, give it a go now, see if it works.
Proximity alert.
Welcome, Alex One.
Contact. Flare launched.
Taking a couple of hard hits. I'm getting wailed on. I gotta get out of here.
Moving shots rear.
Proximity alert. Flare launched. Refreshing shields. Stern shielding depleted.
I have 2 Hornets on my ass at the moment.
Reload flare.
Oh, I'm out of flares too. This is not fun. I'm kidding, this is quite fun actually. Let's see if I can outfly him.
Proximity alert.
This is the 300i, Alex.
Proximity alert.
I'll give you a quick look at it in a second. That's the back of it. It doesn't look this bad normally. I've just had the crap blown out of me.
Force shield at 75% strength. Flares depleted. Force shield at 1 strength.
Oh, this is not fun. Can't see anything.
Proximity alert. Force shield at half strength. Scanning detected. Stern shielding at
Someone just died. I hope he just crashed into an asteroid.
has received catastrophic damage. Proximity alert.
I don't know what happened then. I know I died. It just told me that I died. Alright. Well, that was a 300i that you can see there in the stream just before it got blown up. That's what the ship that looks like. It's a 300i. It's not a bad ship. Not my cup of tea though. I prefer myself, if I had to have a ship, it would either be a Gladius or an Avenger. Oh, nice. Transport, yeah, Freelancer Max. I've actually considered getting one. But I don't have that much money, so myself personally, I'm going to be a pirate. So, you know, like, we may cross paths. Probably not. And I'll be the nice type of pirate, as long as you're paid. I don't know, I might try and take control of an area and just charge a tariff. Or just make me a government then. Charging taxes. But this is the 300i in spectator mode. This guy is rocking, looks like stock. Yep, so that's a bulldog in the nose, which is gimbaled. On the side, the green laser things, I'll just zoom out a bit. Just took a hit with a missile. Those are the Iniski 6s. Another hit. Dude, you're getting hit from both sides, man. Yeah. One thing, a big tip when it comes to flying in this game, you don't fly in a straight line. Avoid it as much as you can.
Respawning.
I'll get back into this fight. I like the gas bag a bit
Core system
when I go into
operational.
spectator mode.
G-Safe and comm scab disabled.
Contact.
Relative mode engaged. All weapons slaved to trigger.
Well, the good thing is that you'll be able to start off like hiring NPCs, and then you can put like jobs out for players just as to work as crew in the persistent universe. Now, I'm not following my own advice by flying in a straight line.
Boosting shields.
I'm in a really bad spot right now.
At 75%.
Moving shields reared.
Flare launched.
I recognize
Proximity
that.
alert.
The old bait. Welcome to the stream, Hempo.
Proximity alert.
And that's what happens when you fly way too close to an asteroid and are not paying attention.
Stand by for reintegration.
Respawning.
Which ship were you asking about there, Alex?
At your service. Core system operational. Scan initiated.
Wow, we're getting dominated in this match. Yeah, I know. Minigun and Charos here have a pretty good tactic going. Wait for one of us to engage the other, and then the other one hits him from behind. Good tactics.
Alert. Force shield at
Moving
75%
shields reared.
strength.
G-Safe and comm scab disabled. All weapons slaved to trigger.
Proximity alert. Achieved missile lock. Missile lock. 75%. Force shield at 75% strength. Achieved missile lock. Force shield activated. Flare launched. Proximity alert.
Moving shields reared.
Stern shielding depleted. Proximity
Let's see how
alert.
this goes.
Flare launched. Refreshing shields. Refreshing shields. Proximity alert.
Playing a bit of cat and mouse because I know I can fly, but I can't shoot for shit. The 300 is, I believe the 300i is $45, the package for that one. But I believe since you've got a freelancer, if you had Arena Commander, you would either get a 300i or a Hornet to fly until your ship was flyable. Somebody in the chat actually might know better than I do.
Proximity alert.
Yep, I'm right near the boundary again.
You are approaching simulation boundary.
I'm leaving my buddy there to hang. Although I gotta say, like, if you're in a 300i, don't fight out in the open, especially against two Hornets. Speaking of which,
Targeting nearest hostile.
alright, if you have a look at the little hologram in the top right hand corner of my screen, you can tell that Charos is bearing down on my
At 75%. Proximity
bloody
alert.
300 eyes fat ass.
Flare launched. Proximity alert. Proximity alert.
Whoa, what happened there?
Refreshing shields. Stern shielding at half strength. Flare launched.
Squam Squam? Welcome to the stream. Very interesting name.
Stern shielding depleted.
The wing.
Weapon system. Has received
And I just hit an asteroid.
Stand by for reintegration.
I hope eventually in the game that they do a advanced HUD system where you upgrade your HUD. Where you can upgrade your HUD and it can outline things for you so that even if you can't see it clearly, the outline of it will show up. Welcome, Happy Nanny 1986. Welcome to the stream. Interesting. He's using my tactics against me. I gotta get into the match.
Respawning. G-Safe and Com Scab disabled.
Course
Relative
system
mode engaged.
operational.
Yeah, I don't blame the dude that just entered the match leaving. Alright, there's a minute left. Well, this match was a slaughter. Ooh, boy.
Achieved missile lock. Proximity alert. Achieved missile lock.
All weapons slaved to trigger.
Force shield at 75% strength.
Boosting weapons.
Stern shielding at half strength. Chaff launched. Achieved missile lock.
And that's the match pretty much done. No, 3 times, I'm quite happy with that. We should have been able to get more points. What I gotta do is I gotta get better at shooting as opposed to just flying.
Refreshing shields.
But I am just learning joystick as well, like I haven't had much experience at it. I'll be right back, 1 second guys. Yeah, that was one of the stretch goals, Alex, where I can't remember which one, but alien languages, they're actually hiring the hiring 3 linguists. They hired 3 linguists to do the languages. Really? So it's coming up as teleporting for you there, Charo. I did not know that. Like, I haven't had that issue with other 300 eyes. Oh, you got some good hits on me, man. It's funny because I actually haven't had much issue fighting other 300 eyes, so it could just be me. Um, just a warning as well, guys. If my stream suddenly stops, it may be because the power just cut out at my house because there was a storm going before. It's mainly pass, but it could come back or anything like that. 400 meters or below to hit me. Funny, because I got to get 400 meters or below to hit anyone as well. So still building up that muscle memory in that. You know, not like bloody mercenary Thorn who spent hundreds of hours flying joystick. That guy's insane when it comes to flying. Alrighty. Well, I can go M3As for the next match as well. I actually purchased two M3As a while back. Or I could go all Bulldogs. What's going on with my speed here? Wouldn't be happy with because I'm running on an i7 at the moment. Right, so what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to rip the Bulldogs off my Aurora LN here. This is a Legionnaire variant. You can't fly it in Arena Commander at the moment. Hopefully, in the very near future, we'll be able to. They've stated that all single-seater ships, bar the new concepts that are currently in the concept stage, will be flyable by 1.0. I wouldn't take that as gospel. I'd say most of the single-seater ships. I'll have to keep that in mind, Alex One. Although you may be transporting some stolen goods, so you'll need to be a very good and discreet transporter. So I'll take these Bulldogs off. I only need two. I might rip the gimbaled mount, the Class 2B mount off the elite gun mount. Right, what you guys are watching now is just me ripping weapons off things and I'm gonna go 3 Bulldogs and just see how that goes. Apparently in the patch that they released, it was they reduced the power on Bulldogs, so it'll be interesting to see. Well, I'll try and still keep it in the lawless areas, because it's stolen goods, so I can't exactly have it going into policed space. One of the things that I'll definitely need as a pirate is something like a reclaimer, something that I can actually, like a mobile chop shop, pretty much. Because if I end up with a ship that I can't, like, scrub the ship ID of, I'm gonna have to chop it up, turn it into some sort of profit. Alrighty, 3 Bulldogs on the 300i here. I have gimbaled mounts on the wings, fixed on the nose. Don't think it's going to make much of a difference though, because I'm using a joystick. I don't like that focus target mode. I don't think it's that great. Unless you have all gimbaled weapons, it's kind of useless. Alrighty, 300 eyes set up. What I'm going to do now, since I've been gasbagging long enough, I'm going to get this match loading. Any preferences, guys, that are dropping in if you're playing? Oh, that's okay, I won't have hostages. If they're alive, they get to keep their ship. So I won't need transport for people that are hostages, because they'll still be in their ship. Preferences, guys, for a match, squadron battle, battle royale. I'd like to keep it on the Dying Star match, but map, but I can go across a broken moon. The stream must be going pretty slow. Alrighty, I'll just go with a Dying Star squadron squadron battle match. Welcome, Escourge. Sorry if I pronounce you guys' names wrong. I'm pretty bad with names. My opinion on having Australian servers based in Singapore. Well, one of the things is that our internet actually goes through Singapore. That's where all the major lines normally go through for Telstra and that. So technically, it actually makes sense to put it in Singapore because it's a more central location than it being in Australia. Because what it would eventually have to do with the way that the networks would be working, you'd go through Singapore and then get bottlenecked into Australia. And if we all know what Australia's internet's like, it couldn't handle it. You know, the whole entire region's bandwidth of data trying to get into Australia on Australian internet lines. So, like, it kind of makes sense to me. You know, like, to me, the ping isn't really going to be that important. It's more or less the experience of the game. Give me a second. I'll type this out while I'm doing this. I'm very bad at just talking and not doing stuff. There we go. Like, the ping between like us and Singapore, you know, is pretty low in comparison to us and America. But you know, like, depending on how many of my mates from like my guild that I play in another game, um, you know, depending on how many of those guys come across, I may still play on American servers and just deal with the ping. Depending on how bad it is, though, like, you know, if it ends up being really, really bad, like always lagging, can barely play the game, you know, I may end up just, you know, switching to the Australian servers or the, I guess it would be called the Australasia server. Or, you know, they could call it the C server, Southeast Asia, because, you know, like, doesn't bother me if they don't call it the Australian servers. That's more a formality than anything else. Oh, we got people in this match.
Operational.
G safe and comm scab disabled. Relative mode engaged. All weapons slaved to trigger.
Oh, wow. Charo.
Contact.
Oh boy.
Proximity.
Getting a bit of
alert.
lag here, and I think it might actually be from my PC and not my might not be from the internet. I plan on being a pirate, not a smuggler. Unless it's worth a lot. In which case, you know, like, I will need somebody to transport it, but if you're not willing to transport it, man, that's okay. And, you know, like, it's not going to be much skin off my nose, like, I'll find someone that will. But, you know, all the legit stuff, like, I am going to need, you know, contacts in legit space to move certain things around. Welcome, Yo Jag. Or is it Yo Yag? I'm not sure. Sorry if I pronounced your name wrong.
Targeting nearest hostile.
Oh, what happened there? How did he survive that? It looked like you two crashed there, Charon.
Scan initiated. Contact.
Oh, he's worse for wear though.
Contact.
Rum. What an excellent name. Fantastic drink.
Targeting nearest hostile.
Contact.
Target marked.
Contact.
Target marked.
Don't know why I didn't mark the target the first time.
Proximity alert.
Okay. Just to let you guys know, I'm getting a lot of lag at the moment. A lot of game jumping around.
Flare launched.
So I'm not 100% sure
Stern shield
if it's my computer or my internet connection. Could be both. Could be the storm messing it up.
Flare launched. Achieve exit lock. Proximity alert. Refreshing shields. Contact. Refreshing shields.
It's kind of hard to answer that question because I haven't really spoken too much about the persistent universe.
Proximity alert.
But technically your hangar is like your house. Like it's your personal space. So the hangar that you've got for your freelancer there,
Scan
like
initiated.
that's technically your house. And what they plan on doing is implementing what they're calling the room system, which will be able to enable you to
Stern
expand on that.
restrained.
Oh crap, somebody's on the 6. Target us.
Targeting nearest hostile.
Okay. Rum is in a M50. Are you guys seeing that? Is my stream lagging every like 5 to 10 seconds? Or is it just the game doing that? That looked pretty cool. Missiles being deployed to fire. Oh, don't, no, he's gonna crash,
Respawning. G
Orientation
safe and
works
comm
at your
scab
service.
disabled. Relative mode
Core
engaged.
system operational.
Okay. So it's probably my computer that's doing it. May have to look into what's running in the background and start killing some stuff.
Targeting nearest hostile. All weapons slaved
Proximity
to trigger.
alert.
Targeting
Scan
nearest hostile.
initiated.
Right, Rum is in an M50 there. See what weapons he's got. Could be rocking long swords. New meta at the moment is long swords because their damage output has been found to be higher than all the others. Just here.
Contact.
No, your hangar will be in the PU. Like, your hangar will definitely be in the persistent universe. It'll be in a location that they haven't decided where yet. But it will be there. You're not going to be out spacing all the time, are you? It's good to be able to go home to something. Then again, like your ships have beds, so. The room system that they plan on doing though, like, will have things like armory for your weapons and like a map room. Everybody that pledged before, there was a stretch goal that if everybody pledged before that, you got access to a map room for your hangar once the room system was implemented.
Scan initiated. Check.
Targeting nearest hostile. Targeting nearest hostile.
Chaff launched.
Red team's doing pretty well, keeping it together.
Moving shells reared.
Proximity alert.
Oh, crap, I'm ready out and I can barely see.
Shields. Proximity alert. Weapon system.
Because somehow survived that.
Solid damage.
Brace for ejection.
Actually, I'm interested in doing the exploration side of things as well. Sui Choi, welcome to the stream. I hope I pronounced your name right there. I'm not sure if I did. Sui Choi.
Stand by for
Respawning.
It's good to see quite a few people coming in, checking out the stream.
Orientation works at your service. Core system operational.
Okay, I think Star Citizen just crashed for me. Yep. Finally, the game has crashed. Alright, I'll switch to my backup screen. .315 is not a bad ship. That'll give you access to the 300i. Alright guys, I'm just launching back into Star Citizen at the moment. Yeah, it's been crashing a fair bit. Um, Although that is my first crash for tonight, like for Star Citizen, which is not bad. I've been playing for what, about an hour and 20 minutes now. It's not too bad. Like I remember what was it? One of the times I was playing, but it crashed like within an hour about 4 times. That wasn't fun. Interesting. Looks like my chat needs to be fixed up there in this one. I rarely use this loading screen here. Alright, if you guys want to get into a squadron battle match, you can type in the above code. It's in the bar above, up there. You'll be able to drop it into a Dying Star squadron battle match. Not sure how much time it has left on it. I'm assuming about 10 minutes. I've played it for a bit and then my game crashed. I'm going to quickly set my ship up and see if I can get back into it. The Caterpillar is a really interesting ship. I actually wouldn't mind getting one. I actually want to get all the ships in game, but I'm too poor to buy them now, so I'll wait until the Persistent Universe goes live, and then don't mind the McDonald's Bandit in the background if you can hear it. Just a dude doing a burnout in the rain. Yeah, I wouldn't mind, like, once the Persistent Universe comes out, like, just flying every single ship just to see what they're like. So I think that would be really cool to do. Alright, just to warn you guys out, my stream will probably only be going for another 30 minutes, so hopefully 1 or 2 more matches. Hopefully the game doesn't crash. 1 or 2 more matches, because I gotta go to bed soon. Gotta get up early for work in the morning tomorrow, so yeah. Alrighty, 3 bulldogs on my 300i there. Yes, Alex, that is definitely one of the things that you can do in game. You can put jobs out for people to do, and you can let them use your ship to do those jobs if you want. Bear in mind though, it'll probably cost more for insurance and all that sort of stuff, so if they decide to fly off with your ship and never come back, the insurance there is going to cost for it. Alright, let's see if I can get into this match. Definitely be able to do that. You'll be able to let people borrow your ship. Or ships, you can buy a whole fleet and just have other people fly it for you. Something that I'm also considering. Alrighty, sweet. Loading into a match. I already know it's a Dying Star match. Well, depending on the ship, it may actually just be cheaper to claim the insurance on it. In which case, you could have a dodgy side to your company if you wanted to, where pirates could pillage your transport, and then you can claim on the insurance, and then we split the profits so that everybody wins. But if you get caught, which I don't know if there will be measures to be able to do that. Like, imagine all the dodgy stuff that you could do in real life, and you could probably do that in the game.
Origin jump works at your service.
Oh
G
yeah,
safe
just came
and
into this
comm
match
scab
with 2
disabled.
minutes left.
Scan
Relative
initiated.
mode engaged.
Contact. Contact.
All weapons slaved to trigger.
Proximity alert. Achieved missile lock.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Southern, you can definitely hire your ship out to other players if you want.
Acquiring next target. Target marked.
Not actually, Southern, that's not entirely correct. The way that Chris Roberts actually wants to do the ship replacement system is they want to base it off the way that it would happen in real life. So if your car got stolen, you lent it to someone and then they decided to steal it. Now, if you had insurance on it, you would call up your insurance company and say, hey, my car got stolen. You know, like, I'm covered for this. You need to replace it. So then they go through all the claiming process and, you know, make sure that it's a legit stolen vehicle.
Enemy team.
And then they got to go through the process of actually, you know, getting you your new car. Most of the time they just give you the money and you buy the car. But for example, if you live out in the middle of nowhere and you get that, then you need to go into like a city or something to go and get a new car. And the way that they're going to simulate something like that is the idea behind supply and demand. Yeah, M3A's got dialed back on the power too. Just going off topic there from the insurance fraud type of thing. But yeah, what was it? The new meta is like longswords. Ballistics from the longswords are just nuts. You know, they just tear people apart. They're way overpowered in comparison to the rest at the moment. Yeah, like Charo's right there. If you got insurance, your ship will be replaced, but it won't magically come back to your hangar. Yeah, if they decide to steal it, then, you know, like, you either go and recover it or make an insurance claim on it. Like, there's no system in place to stop somebody from stealing your stuff. Other than, like, there is a system in place where they're going to prevent other people from coming into your hangar and stealing your ship from your hangar. That was one of the things that they said that they're definitely going to stop from happening. They go flying off into the blue yonder with it. You better make sure that you got your insurance that covers for that, because if you don't, you're not getting your ship back. Unless, you report it to the police and they manage to track it down. The demand thing that I was talking about, that Charo's bringing up there. Um, it will be that, if you're in an area and it's a common ship, well, yeah, you could do that, but, terms of the contract would also include that you would have to return the 890 after you finish the job, and if you didn't return it, then you'd have a warrant out on you. So if you're in secure space, the police would be looking for you. That's when you'd have to do the dodgy thing, take it out into, pirate space, lawless space, so that, like you can get the ID of the ship scrubbed and, like maybe sell it to somebody. Like, in regards to the piracy side of things, it's really not profitable for a pirate to steal all your cargo and your ship. Because once they take your ship and, like, if they go to take your cargo and your ship, they've got to do one or two things there. If they take your cargo, they got to store it and move it. If they take your ship, they got to fly it. Now, if that's what they're after, then they'll go for it anyway. But, the smarter pirates, they don't want to just go around stealing everybody's ships, because what will happen there is that, you steal too many ships, you attract the law. It's better off, like, ransoming people. And that's essentially the idea behind piracy nowadays. And they do it in EVE Online as well, where they'll disable your ship and they'll contact you via comms. Just a sec. Yeah, Charo's got it right there. It's easier just to take UEC. And that's essentially the idea behind ransoming. So they'll disable your ship, sit there, contact you and say, pay us or else we're going to destroy your ship, take your stuff, whatever. So, like, to be honest, smart pirates, I don't know how the insurance is going to work, but I believe in EVE Online, the way that they would ransom you is that they would make it slightly less than what the insurance would cost. Because if it ended up being um, that if you tried to ask for too much and ask for more than what the insurance of the ship was worth, people would sit there and go, well, you know what, I might as well just take the risk, take the hit, and just claim the insurance and, try my luck. Yes, your crew can carry weapons inside ships. Depending on the areas that you're in as well, and the PU will depend on weapon carriage laws as well. Lawless space will have no laws there to stop you from carrying weapons. Earth or Terra may have restrictions on weapons in certain places. I'll have to remember that, Charo. I'm not a big fan of, well, it depends on what the cargo is. Like, if we can scan people's ships and see what cargo they're carrying, like, if they're carrying pillows, I'm gonna just demand UEC. But if, like, they're carrying, like, gold bars or something really expensive, I'll probably just disable their ship, tell them that, to hold fast, I'm gonna board them, and then take their stuff. No, it's that risk versus reward type thing, because board the ship if you want to take it, and the people on the ship isn't are not going to give up their ship very lightly. Alright, I've been drawing off long enough, let's get into a match. This will probably be the last match of my stream, guys, just letting you know now. Yes, Overdrive. TFosaurus, he's a member of it. I'm not sure if he's like one of the leaders of it though. I know WTFosaurus because of his stream. I know of him because of that. And I've heard of Overdrive because of that. Goonrathy. One of the things I can't wait for is like 12 months into the game, seeing the dynamics, how they change. What I'll do is I'll make the last match a Broken Moon Battle Royale. Just for something different, just so that I can get some people. I think that's the it's a Banu that's going to be doing that. Alex, just to answer your question there, I believe that's a Banu that's going to be very private, I think the word would be. Gian. Oh no, I have to look into it again. Just up above there, guys, just to let you know, match ID for a Battle Royale. It's on Broken Moon, so yeah, you can check that out. If you're playing, jump on in. This will be the last match though, guys, unless it's like 2 minutes into it, or correction, 2 minutes left, in which case I'll drop the match and try and get into a fresh one, get a good battle going. Okay, so WTFosaurus is the leader. No worries. Well, I wasn't 100% sure on that. But yeah, as I was saying, like I'm really interested in how the dynamics of factions and like the different organizations out there, how they'll interact with each other in like the lawless space and the areas of space that aren't controlled by anyone, uncontested space. To see which orgs are going to try and dominate those areas. Kind of like with what goes on in EVE Online. I'd like to, one day, a couple of years into Star Citizen's PU being out and reading a story about, a $500,000 ship battle.
Origin jump works at your service. Core system
G safe and
operational.
comm stab disabled. Targeting nearest hostile.
Initiated.
All weapons slaved to trigger. Targeting nearest hostile.
Contact.
Alrighty. Just under 10 minutes. I probably will call this last match, guys. See how I go with it.
Contact. Achieved an Proximity alert.
Fuel. That's actually an interesting question. I believe fuel will be based on uh, the ability to refine it.
Respawning.
Find your own fuel. You can collect it
Core system
from
operational.
gas
Contact.
giants, which is why a lot of people are quite excited to have the staff area in the game. Because that's one of the things that they want to be able to do is like scoop helium from a gas giant and, you know, refine it into a fuel for spaceships.
Contact.
It might be one of those things that you could do, like outfit your Idris to do it or something like that.
Contact.
But that's speculation there, like that last little bit about Idris's being able to do that.
Scan.
Targeting nearest hostile.
Achieved missile. Contact.
Yeah, I'm gonna say not gonna recommend bulldogs anymore for 300i. Okay, that's a 350R that's just passed me. Fastest ship in the game currently.
Contact. Achieved missile lock.
But one of the things that you'll always want to do, Alex, is be monitoring like monitoring the hotspots. You know, things where like war zones and stuff like that. Because there's always going to be a demand for things like weapon ordnance, fuel. Oh wow, crashed into me. Thanks for the follow, Alex. Just to let you know, the tokens there that
Stand by.
that Mongrelbot's talking about, that's the currency system that I've got going for my followers' loyalty program. Essentially, that's the currency that we'll be using for future raffles for prizes and stuff like that. I do have a Arena Commander starter package just sitting on my account. I haven't decided how many followers I'm gonna, because the way that I want to do that is set it to once I reach a certain amount of followers, I'll run the raffle. I'll announce it, then run it. So I'll announce it so that everybody gets a chance to be able to show up to be able to participate in it. But you'll be using those tokens to enter into the raffle. That was probably a really bad explanation because I'm still trying to work it out. This M50, sorry to change the subject, this M50 is rocking two Omniski 6s. It doesn't look like he's using gimbal mode either. They look like they're on the M2 mounts. Alright, I gotta stop watching.
Respawning. Be safe and calm. Scab disabled. Relative mode engaged.
Operational. Contact. Contact.
Didoski. I'm just gonna call you Dido, mate. Welcome, Dido. Welcome to the stream. Because I'm really bad with names.
Targeting nearest hostile.
This is the nearest hostile?
All weapons slaved to trigger.
Contact.
Be safe and calm. Scab disabled. Relative mode engaged. Be safe and calm. Scab disabled.
Flare.
Relative mode engaged.
Contact. Contact.
There'll be contested zones. Hotly contested zones, so
Flare. Launched.
like areas where the Vandal, the what is it? The borders between the Vandal and UEE space are definitely going to be something that will always need supplies.
Refreshing shields.
So yeah,
Contact.
like mining operations will definitely need
Contact.
mining operations will
Targeting nearest
definitely
hostile.
need
Refreshing shields.
supplies though.
Contact. Achieved missile block. Achieved
But you always
missile
want to
block.
try and get into the areas where the stuff that you're trying to transport is very valuable. You know, for example, if you're doing transport missions.
Refreshing shields.
No, not yet. Multi-crew ships won't be in until version 2.0, I believe. So, Arena Commander 2.0, which is slated for sometime next year, man. So at the moment, it's just still dogfighting. And early next year, it will all be dogfighting and FPS. But the production of this game is starting to pick up immensely. From the start of the year to where it's at now with some of the stuff that they're showing off, it's pretty nuts. You can definitely tell that they've pulled their fingers out. I'm lagging bad. It's a minute left. Yeah, these bulldogs do not do enough damage.
Scan initiated.
What happened there?
Targeting nearest hostile.
Achieved missile block. Achieved missile block. Initiated.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be my last match, guys. Every time I'm getting into these fights, it's like a slideshow.
Refreshing shields.
Kind of annoying. Alright, I came 7th with 91 points. Alrighty, so, yeah. This is the end of my stream, guys. Welcome, Captain Karsh? Is that supposed to be Captain Crash? Anyway, welcome to the stream, but unfortunately, I'm pulling up stumps now, guys. I gotta head to bed, gotta get up early for work tomorrow. All that responsible stuff that we adults are supposed to do. Unfortunate. But hey, gotta pay the bills somehow so I can play this game. Anyway, thank you guys for coming into my stream and chatting with me. It's been a lot more fun having other people around to be able to talk to and interact with. It's good to be able to fly against some of the guys in the chat and provide somewhat of a challenge. If you guys want to, hit that follow button. You'll get a notification when I start streaming. I stream Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays, Australian Eastern Standard Time, starting at 6 p.m. That's Queensland time. If you haven't worked out yet, I'm an Aussie. So yeah, start at 6 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. Normally I'll try and go for an hour or two, depending on how my internet's going. I had to start my stream later tonight because of a storm, so I may end up pushing the time back by an hour or so. Who knows? It also depends on work as well. I'm also on Twitter as well, guys. I always announce before I'm about to start streaming. 5 minutes before I start streaming, I throw up on Twitter there, that I'm about to start streaming. And I also post updates there if my stream is going to be up. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, I hope to see you in my next stream, which would be this upcoming Sunday. Starting from 6 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. It'll be the 10th. I believe. It'll be the 10th, so yeah, streaming on the 10th at 6 p.m. Thanks for the follow there, Slick. And I will catch you guys later.